Let me introduce myself. I'm Kshitish Kumar Singh, heading the placements and operations in Imagine XP and carrying more than 12 years of experience. And I request all of you, if you can switch on the camera, that would be really great. At least I can see, because it's a very short time. Next 60 minutes, I am with you. So I just want to make a lot of use from this session. And I try to convey whatever I learned since last 12 years. I'll try to convey that message with all of you. Right? So what I'll do, I'll quickly run through the presentation which I prepared. It's not very long, only 2 slides for all of you to how to prepare. 20 points are there, right? So you have a lot of questions, a lot of things. So what I'll do, I'll try to cover those points in next 30 or 40 minutes so, and I'll open the forum for the question and answer. Till the time I request, please mute all of you. That's the one thing. Okay, I'll mute then. And all of you belongs from the School of Distance Education, if I'm not wrong. Am I right?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Right.
superb. So let me share my screen with all of you then.
Okay.
I don't want to make it, or you want to listen, or you want to make a note of it, or you want to see the PPT. How do you like? Please tell me.
PPT presentation, please.
Okay, no worries. And request mute yourself, guys, because otherwise, guys, my sincere request, please don't unmute yourselves during this presentation. Right, guys? So allow me a minute time. I'll just share my screen with all of you. Then we are good to go. Oh, and all of you are doing the very good evening, very good evening. So my request, when I start, please hold your questions, make a note of it. I'll open the forum, then you can start, right? Sure. Please say that's the
Yes,
request.
sir.
My request. In between, please don't unmute yourself. That's the only request which I am going to make with all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Okay, I hope that my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay, quickly. So I'll just run through the points, how you're going to prepare interview means how you're going to prepare yourself. My request, guys, please mute yourself.
Yeah.
दीदी जल्दी निकलो ना भाई
Mute yourself, please.
Guys, please mute yourself. Please mute. Guys, please mute.
Thank you, Majorin ma'am. Thank you so much for your prompt response.
So you can you are actually co-host here, so you can mute
Yes.
to everyone.
But the thing is that while I'm presenting my screen, and yes, it's very difficult.
I know.
So that's
Yes.
what I'm saying.
Over to you.
Okay, so what do you think about from this slide? Because you can see that there are 5 chairs. One chair is little bit different from the color. Means if you want to be selected and you want to be outperformed from the crowd, you have to be good. And how you're going to prepare? Let me tell you. Let me present the PPT with all of you. 1 second. I think there is some problem. Okay. So I request all of you that quickly go through the points. There are 10 points which I'm going to mention and plus 10 more. So 20 points I'm going to cover during these 1 hour time. So first point is research the industry and company. In short, you have to do the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis stands for strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. Like, if you are sitting for an interview may ask how you perceive his company's or their company's position in its industry. Okay. Who the firm's competitors are, what its competitive advantages are, and how it should best go forward. For 1 second. For this reason, about trying to thoroughly research a dozen different industries. Now, let me take an example. If you are sitting for a company like Microsoft, so who are the competitors of the Microsoft? You have to think. You are not going to run through whole IT industry. In which particular domain you are sitting, in which particular technology you are giving the interview, that you have to think. Okay. Focus on your job search and on the few industry instead. Right, guys? So hold your questions and thoughts. I'll cover all the questions and I'll try to answer as many as I can take. Right? So the second point, clarify your selling points and the reasons you want the job. It's a very important point. Every points are very important. You have to prepare and go into the interview with 3 to 5 key selling points in mind, such as what makes you the best candidate for the position. Have an example of each selling point prepared. Like, if you have a good communication skills, then you have to mention that I persuaded an entire group. Or if you have a leadership quality, then there was a situation which the team was not able to handle. I tell them, try to solve in this manner. And they came out with, with the shining colors. Right? And be prepared to tell the interview why you want the job. Again, and be prepared to tell the interviewer why you want that particular job, which you are applying and sitting for the interview, including what interests you about it, what rewards it offers that you find valuable, and what abilities it requires that you possess. If an interview doesn't think you are really interested in the job, interview won't give you an offer, no matter how good you are. Guys, my sincere request, please mute yourself. So the third point, anticipate the interview's concerns and reservations. Please try to listen this point carefully. There are always more candidates for positions than there are openings, right? If suppose there is an opening in a company and one job opening, one requirement, there might be 100, 500 or 1,000 plus candidates who apply, and they might shortlist, company will shortlist 50 or 100 people, right? So interview looks for ways to screen people out. First thing, put yourself in their shoes and ask yourself why they might not want to hire you. Because based on the JD stands for job description. Whenever you are applying, kindly make sure that you go through the JD properly. What most of the people they are doing, they are looking for the CTC, they are looking for the location rather than going through the JD, and they are applying. This is not the right technique and right thing to do. Go through the job description completely and think. Take a seat back, sit back and relax. What you don't have in that particular job, because I am not carrying this experience. If they are asking any particular technology, then prepare your defenses. You may be thinking that you might not be the best fit for the position. Who's on unmute? Can someone tell me?
Mayank.
Okay, guys. So where I was, sorry. Then prepare your defenses. and you think that why you are not the best fit for the position, because you think about their reservation side, because what they are thinking, what they are looking. But you should know that you are ready with the answers and you can defend yourself. That's the first, that's the third point. All right. The fourth point is prepare for common interview questions. There is a book, How to Interview. They have listed down 100 or more number of questions, interview questions, and you can go through that book. Refer. Now you think that you might wonder just how long those questions and those interviews, if they are there in the numbers, then how can you select and how you are going to prepare yourself? Then again, you have to think, you have to go back and see the JD, job description. JD stands for job description. Pick any list and think about which questions you are most likely to encounter. Given your age and status, suppose you are a fresher and you are applying for the internship, then you have to think on and you have to select the questions in particular terms. If you are carrying experience, then again you have to redo the work, select the list, and at least 5 to 6, 7 questions you have to prepare. Right? Fifth, line up your questions for the interview. Okay.
ऐसा है क्या?
ये वाला पैटर्न है क्या?
सोहन मूड पे जाओ यार.
Guys, how many times we have to say? Kindly mute.
Okay. No worries, no worries. I'll take care.
So you can, so you can do one thing. You can mute to everyone, and if they have any query, they can put their query on chat box. It's
No, I did it, but I'm not sure why. Means again, I think people are joining and they are not muting themselves, so that's the problem. And it really difficult for me to keep a track while I'm presenting my screen. That's the only thing.
Yes, do understand. Yes. Please continue.
So Poonam mentioned, please stop the bell sound notification. I'm not sure if you can help me, because the people when they are joining, it always like that. Yes, Shilpa, you are saying something. You want to say something? Shilpa? Shilpa raised the hand. So I just request everyone kindly hold your thoughts. Let me finish the PPT, then I'll take all the questions. So I am here on the fifth point. Line up your questions for the interview. Come to the interview with some intelligent questions for the interview that demonstrate your knowledge of the company as well as your serious intent. I'll give you the example from my previous organization. Interviews always ask in the end that if you have any questions, and no matter what, you should have 1 or 2 ready. If you say no, not really, interview may conclude that you are not interested at all in the job and they might not offer you. A good all-purpose question is, if you could design the ideal candidate for this position from the ground up, means from the crowd, what would he or she be like? It's a very good question you can ask. Again, I am saying this thing. If you could design, or you have to pick the ideal candidate for this position from the crowd or from the ground up, what would he or she be like? You can ask, but not as per your position, as the interviews going on in the phases. There is something else. if you are having a series of interviews with the same company, you can use some of your prepared questions with each person you meet. For example, what do you think is the best thing about working here, about the work culture? And what kind of person, what you most like to see fill this position? Then try to think of one or two others during each interview. The more you proceed, the more questions you should ask. Now, I was saying about one of my candidate or one of my student, he was giving the interview in the Bridgestone. You know, Bridgestone is a tire manufacturing company. They asked everything. He answered everything, that candidate. And in the last, particular candidate asked, can you tell me why in Bridgestone logo there is a red color and this is not in a formation? Mark my word, there are the 6 panel members and they didn't know the answer. Their logo means as simple as that. All 6, they were looking each other because they didn't know about that. And they hired that particular person because end of the day, he was the one who was giving the interview. He made sure that whatever he asked, it's very relevant. Because if you are, as an employee, if you are not able to explain your logo, company's logo, which has the brand image, then it doesn't make any sense. Now, the 6th point is practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the more result oriented you become, right? It's one thing to come prepared with a mental answer to a question like, why should we hire you? It's another challenge entirely to say it loud or out loud in a confident and convincing way. The first time you try it, you'll sound garbled. Garbled means not able to conclude it, or you might sound confused. No matter how clear your thoughts are in your own mind, do it another 10 times. And you'll sound a lot smoother and more articulate. How you're going to practice this thing? If you are not practicing, my sincere request to all of you, form a group of 3 to 4 people, okay? And then you start rehearsing. Get 2 or 3 friends and practicing interviewing each other in a round robin. One person acts as an observer and the interview gets feedback from both the observer and the interview. Means 3 people, one is the observer, one is the interviewer, one is the interviewee, right? Like this, you have to go for the 4 or 5 times. Switch roles, you go. Another idea, but this is first one is the best. It is definitely second best, I must say. That is all the things from my personal opinion as per my experience. Is to tape or record yourself, your answer, and then play it back to see where you need to improve. Whatever you do, make sure your practice consists of speaking aloud. Rehearsing is the key. Rehearsing with the friends, it will make a lot of difference. Now, 7th point, score a success in the first 5 minutes. What does that mean? It means, or some studies indicate that interviewers make up their minds about candidates in the first 5 minutes of the interview. And then spend the rest of the interview looking for things to confirm that decision, whether the candidate is right or not wrong. So what can you do in those 5 minutes to get through the gate? Means how you're going to crack. Come in with the energy and enthusiasm and express your appreciation for the interviewer's time. Remember, interview might be seeing a lot of other candidates that day and maybe tired. Something happened. Might be your interviews in the last. So you have to carry that energy in yourself. Also, start off with a positive comment about the company. Something like, I have really been looking forward to this meeting. I think company is doing great work in a particular field. You have to mention, not to relate it to interview. Again, I am saying, not not to interview. You have to pick something from the company's prospective side and mention, I think company is doing great work in a particular field or project, and I'm really excited with the prospect of being able to contribute. Now, eighth point, get on the same side as the interviewer. Many interviewers view job interviews as advertisement. Candidates are going to try and offer out the interview, and the interviewer's job is to hold on to it. But your job is to transform this tug of war into a relationship in which you are both on the same side. You could say something as simple as, I am happy to have, again, I'll repeat. You could say something as simple as, I am happy to have the chance to learn more about your company and to let you learn more about me so we can see if this is going to be good match or not. I always think that the worst thing that can happen is to be hired into a job that's wrong for you. Then nobody is happy. If this point is not clear, let me tell you that always and same side, put yourself into the interviewer's shoes and think how you're going to end with a positive note. It's very simple. Don't get confused. Be assertive and take responsibility for the interview. Perhaps out of the effort to be polite, some usually assertive candidates become overly passing during job interviews. But politeness doesn't equal passively. An interview is like any other conversation. It's a dance in which you and a partner move together, both responding to the other. Don't make the mistake of just sitting there waiting for the interview to ask about the prize that you are going to win or you won, right? It's your responsibility to make sure he walks or interview walks away knowing your key selling points. The second point, which I mentioned. So don't wait that interviewer is going to ask something. Start talking, start speaking, prepare yourself in a manner that you are in a position that you can ask something which is very fruitful. Now, 10th, be ready to handle illegal and inappropriate questions. It is not going to happen. These are the rarest of the rare things, but you have to prepare in a manner. If something which is bothering you, you have to prepare yourself. Like interview questions about your race, age, gender, religion, marital status, and sexual orientation are inappropriate and in many areas illegal. Or you can say, you can talk about the broad perspective. If you are facing any international companies, you may understand LGBT and all those things. So you have to prepare even for the Indian company side as well. Nevertheless, you may get one or more of them. If you do, you have a couple of options. You can simply answer with a question, I'm not sure how this is relevant to my application. It's very simple. Don't get offended. Don't show your aggression over there if you are offended, right? Or you just try to avoid these kind of questions which are not comfortable. Okay. Sorry, I think there is some, okay. Now the 11th point, just allow me 1 minute. Make your selling point clear. If a tree falls in the forest and no one is there to hear it, did it make a sound or did it make any impact? Answer is no, right? More important, if you communicate your selling points during a job interview and the interview doesn't get it, did you score? Again, answer is no. On this question, the answer is clear. So don't worry your selling points in long-winded stories. Means don't go with the very long stories. Tell the interview what your selling point is first, then give the example. It is very important that end with the example.
So can you please brief about selling points?
Selling points is totally different. I'll come back. I'll come back. Just let me finish, okay, with the PPT, and I'll take the questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Think positive. As I mentioned, like if some inappropriate questions are coming, don't get offended. Don't show your aggression over there. It's your responsibility how you are going to answer in a polite manner, in a subtle manner, which close things then and there. So always think in a positive manner. No one likes a complainer. Always become a solution, always provide the solution. Don't complain about each and everything. So don't dwell on negative experience during an interview. Even if the interviewer asks you point blank, what courses have you liked least? Or what did you like least about the previous job? Don't answer the question. Or more specifically, don't answer it as it's been asked. Instead, say something like, well, actually, I have found something about all of my classes which I liked something from this particular subject. Don't mention that I don't like math or I don't like physics or chemistry or bio. Means, I try to answer in a positive manner. That's all I want to communicate. Another example, although I found class to be very tough, I like the fact that positive point about the class. Mention positive point about the class, right? So always think on a positive note, think in a positive direction. The next point, close on a positive note. Continuation of the think positive. So if a salesman came to you and demonstrated his products, then thanked you for your time and walked out of the door, what did he do wrong? Nothing. He didn't ask you to buy it. If you get to the end of an interview and think you would really like the job, ask for it. Tell the interview that you would really, really like the job, that you were excited about it before the interview and are even more excited now, and that you have convinced you would like to work there in particular company which you are sitting. If there are two equally good candidates at the end of the search, you and someone else, the interviewer will think you are more likely to accept the offer. Show your eagerness. Talk positive. Do the SWOT analysis. Do the research properly. Right? And thus maybe more inclined, this interview more inclined to make an offer to you rather than the candidate who is equivalent good to you. Right? Even better. Take what you would learn about yourself from any assessment. As you were sitting, I mentioned that you form a group, change the roles. One is observer, one is interviewer, one is interviewee. Note down the points, jot down all the points, think where you are lacking and where you are lagging, where you have to improve. Right? So these are the points till now. Now, the 14th point is bring a copy of your resume to every interview. It's a very simple thing. If you are not physically available and you are connecting virtually, make sure your CV is open somewhere and you can present it to you. And you can share the screen, you give the control to the interviewer as well, because it saves a lot of time. Interviewer need not to shuffle. They might lost because there are a lot of resumes. So they might find it very struggling that they are not able to find your CV. So have a copy of your resume with you when you go to every interview. If the interview has misplaced the copy of your resume, you will save a lot of time just handing over your CV. It's a very simple and very effective point. Now, don't worry about sounding cant. Can anyone explain what is the meaning of cant? Don't Google it. Okay, I'll not wait for so much time. Canned stands for stereotype, repetitive. That you just mugged up something. Mugged up means, how can I say, uh, just you learned or something, you mugged up. How
Rote
can I
learning.
mention? Not good learning. Canned means just you
By
prepare the
heart.
answers. You prepare the answers. If they are going to ask, you just clearly, means immediately you answer. Like you by heart those questions and answers, like stereotype. ठीक है? रट के नहीं जाना है. That's the only thing. Some people are concerned that if they rehearse their answers, they'll sound canned, means continuously they are answering. So you need not to, you have to modify every time. And don't worry that if you are really prepared and you did all the things which I mentioned till now. So interviewers, they are really smart. They come to know, yes, this particular candidate did his or her homework, and that particular candidate is really interested in the company, right? So don't bring the anxiety during the interview. Don't think on a negative note. Always ends with a positive. Think always positive. Even something is not up to the mark and bothering you and you are getting aggressive, try to solve that in a polite manner. That is the favorite part from which I like the most. Make the most of the tell me about yourself question. Now, I have prepared few documents here and I'll tell you one thing. Whatever you mention in CV, like your family also, your education also, everything, what apart you can going to ask, you're going to tell about yourself. You have to prepare. Like, it's a very generic question. Till now in my career, whatever interview I faced, they always ask, tell me about yourself. You have to be very well prepared for this question. Many interviewers begin interviews with the question. So how should you respond for particular this question? You go into the story about where you were born, right? What your parents do, how many brothers or siblings or dogs or pets you have. That's okay. That's all okay. But would you rather have the interview writing down that what kind of pet you have, like dog, Rottweiler? What is the quality? Why the pet is there, Rottweiler? Because it's very ferocious dog. Why you kept it at home? Right? Based on that, consider responding to this question with something like, well, obviously I could tell you about a lot of things. And if I'm missing what you want, please let me know. Again, you have to mention in the point manners, like 2 points or 3 points you must know, like what the 3 things I think are the most important for you to know. Means interviewer. About me, your selling point. Someone asked about the selling points. I'll come back to that. You can expand on those a little if you would like, right? Interviewer will ask, say, sure, go ahead. Then you say, well, regarding the first point, give your example. And when I was working for company, another example you have to add. And according means, mark my word, these strategy or this kind of a strategy enables you to focus the first 10-15 minutes of the interview on all of your key selling points. So prepare. It's a golden opportunity. When they are asking, you can make it or break it then and there during the interview. Don't miss it. Now, it's 17th point is very simple and sweet. Speak the right body language. If you are sitting like this, leaning back towards the chair, it's not the right posture. Or you are just moving here and there, again, it's not. Cross leg, not. Overlap, no. You have to learn. Dress appropriately. Make eye contact with all the panel members. Suppose if there is one, look at their into eyes. give a firm handshake, have a good posture, speak clearly, take a pause. It's not, they are not in hurry, you are not in a hurry, and not blabbering like, okay, I'm this and I'm going to do this. No, it's not that clear. And don't, one very small thing which I want to mention, don't wear a perfume which is very strong. It's very simple because the people who are sitting in the rooms, they are AC rooms. If you are carrying and someone is allergic, you might end up losing the job then and there. So put a fragrance or wear a perfume which is very or not that hard. It's very simple. Okay. Am I clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the third last point is be ready for behavior-based interviews. One of the most common interview style today is asked to people to describe experience they have had that demonstrate behaviors that the company thinks are important for a particular position. They can give you any situational based question and they are seeking what kind of responses you are giving. You might be asked to talk about a time when you made an unpopular decision, displayed a high level of persistence, or made a decision under time pressure and with limited information. Explain it with an example. Now, how can you be ready for this behavior-based interviews? First, step one, I must say, that is to anticipate the behaviors this hiring manager is likely to be looking for. Because till the time, if you're following all the 17 points and 18 points, you come to know what kind of skills they are looking for. So you have to be well prepared. Step two is to identify at least one example of when you demonstrate each behavior. Try to think when you demonstrated actually, and you have to manipulate answer. It's not like that you can just give the exact thing. Step three is to prepare the story for each example. With example, you have to demonstrate. Many people recommend using SAR. SAR stands for Situation Action Result as a model for the story. Means there is a situation, what is your action, and what is it, the result and the outcome. Step 4 is to practice telling the story. If you think what I mentioned, just form a group of 2 to 3 people, 3 to 4 people, start preparing, start giving the situation. That also help you, enables you, and you start thinking out of the box. And make sure that you review your resume before the interview. With this, it will help you what kind of questions they are going to ask and what kind of situation they can give it to you. So you have to be thoroughly prepared. Whatever you mentioned, a word you mentioned in your CV, you know what is the meaning of that particular letter or word. So that is important because you have to summarize your career into 2-page CV or 1-page CV. That is not justifiable, but it's a gist. So 19th point is self-explanatory. Send a thank you note. Every interview, always say thank you. If the HR is not responding, at least you can mention thank you for conducting, looking forward for a response from your side, whether I'm selected or not, I am open for the feedback. Like this gives a very good positive impact to the interviewer and the HRs. And if you can write a thank you note over the mail, because they are conducting, most of the companies, they are conducting virtually all the interviews, and you know what are the email IDs of the person, HR. You just try to send a very good thank you note, whether you are selected or not, after the interview. Last point, don't give up. If you are preparing yourself, you may face few backlashes. You really prepared well. Sometimes you think that you are the best candidate among the crowd, but you are not, you didn't get the offer letter from the company. Don't be disheartened. Don't give up. Prepare yourself again and again. Mark my word that you will get your job, dream job, if you are following all those points. Right? So that's it from my side. How these are the few tips which I want to mention, and I always try to mention to all my candidates till now, that how you are going to crack the interview. Okay, so I try to cover all the points in 40 minutes. I was up to the mark. Now I'll open the session for the questions. You can ask, raise your hand one by one. Don't unmute yourself. Go to the reactions. Shrikant, I'll come. You can go to the reaction and you can raise your hand and then you can unmute yourself. Till the time, I request, please follow this decorum. Don't unmute simultaneously. Otherwise, I'm not able to hear you. I'll give you Shrikant, first option to you.
Yes.
Please
Hello,
ask.
sir. Hello.
Yes, Shrikant.
Yes. One important thing I want to ask that many people having that some question in their mind also that if anyone pursuing their post graduation in distance learning mode or any other mode, and simultaneously if he runs any business simultaneously, and should they mention that business in CV or not?
No. Why?
If-
Because suppose, Shrikant,
If there is
now,
a gap, okay.
now let me tell you, there is a gap, whatever it is. You have to fill it by your own. Now, as an interviewer, I am asking and you are answering. Or suppose you are an interview, I am an interviewee. I am just giving the answer that I am having my family business and I am looking after since last 4 years or 10 years as a stopgap arrangement. What will you think as an interviewee? You'll think, because since last 10 years, he is doing his business, Kshitij is doing his business, he might go back to his business. Why would I invest another 1 year or 2 years? Why should I train that particular person or Kshitij in that manner? So never try to mention. You can say you are helping something else. Rather than mentioning, you own the business. Because you can mention, my parents, they were not well. So I was taking care because there was some issue. I was taking care of my parent or my someone falls sick, something like that. You have to answer in a manner which sounds genuine and ends with the positive note that you didn't give up. As I mentioned, don't give up. And that's why you are sitting here. Right?
Hello, sir.
Kastum, I mentioned that please don't unmute like this. Please raise the hand. Then I'll go to Abhijit. Abhijit Sonavane, please.
Very good evening to you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Abhijit. I hope that all of you, I think, like the presentation. If you didn't like, please give me thumbs down right away.
It was very good, sir. It was excellent.
Thank you. Yes, Abhijit, you asked your question.
Sir, I wanted to ask, sir, as I am a fresher and I don't have a previous job role or internship, so I don't understand the difference between a CV and a resume. I know a little about
Both the things are same. Means you can say people are saying CV is curriculum vitae for the professional people, and CV or resume is for the freshers. So it's not like that. Few companies are saying CV, few companies are saying resume. Okay. Don't get confused with that.
Okay.
If you are mentioning your resume or CV curriculum vitae,
that's okay, right?
That's okay. Don't get confused.
Okay.
I'll tell you another example of the same. Right? Please remind me in the end. Parikshit.
Hello. Good evening,
sir.
Yeah,
Parikshit. Very good evening.
Just want to know how to justify the
gap in educational timeline or your career timeline?
See,
Gap.
if I was there and I have an education gap from your start your career.
I have graduated in mechanical engineering, and then I have 3-4 years gap. Then I am doing PGDM in operations. How to justify this gap without any work experience?
How you are going to justify? Because it totally depends on individual. Suppose I was there at your place, I'll answer that I was preparing for the UPSC exams. I was very inclined to become UPSC, but my age.
Exactly, I was doing the same.
Okay,
Like,
okay. So,
but I am doing MPSC. I have cracked some interviews. I have cracked first and second stages. Like, then due to some reasons, I lost my dad, so I have to stop that. Then
Sorry
how
to hear
can I
that.
use this, or how can justify my gap in this way?
No, don't justify. You just tell the truth. You need not to justify. That's the wrong word. They ask, what were you doing? You mentioned, I was preparing for myself for UPSC. But during in between, this thing happened. So there was a more gap. I was taking care of my family, my mother, my sister, everything. I was wrapping up all the things from this particular place. Suppose if I belong from a particular place, I was wrapping, I just making sure that I sold a property and I settled down in Mumbai or Pune, whatever you want to mention. They ask, and you mentioned in the last positive note. That's why even still I'm trying to get a job, and I think that zeal and that passion is still into me. That's why I'm sitting in front of you and giving this interview.
Okay, sir.
You just
Sir?
modify. You modify.
Okay.
Sir, may I talk?
Kaustav, 1 second. I'll complete the questions, then I'll.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Can I say? I also want to ask something, sir.
Yeah, Kaustav. First, who raised the hand? I'll
सर
ask.
मुझे सर मुझे ये पूछना था कि अभी
Kaustav,
मैं अभी इंटरव्यू क्रैक
Kaustav,
मेरा 3 साल का गैप हुआ है. So are you hearing me? Sir?
Kaustav, what I'm saying, just follow the discipline, rules and regulations. I'll get back to you because Nityashri asked first. Let me take the question. 1 second. Yes, Nityashri.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Thanks for
Very
this
good
wonderful
evening.
session. So my question is, like in the interview, the common question will be, what will be the reason for job change? So I have around 5 years of work experience, and recently I have joined a startup organization where I'm not really satisfied. So when I try for the other job, the common question in all the companies, they are asking this, like, what is the reason for job change in such a short duration? So
Okay.
I cannot tell something negative about my current organization, right? So what will be the right answer for this question?
So as I mentioned that you have to prepare, you have to mention good thing about the company, and you can mention that the duration or the working hours are not matching because time is US shift, which is not suitable for me. That's why I'm looking for a job change. And I came to know about this opportunity, this company, because I did my research. You just made some 3-4 points. Mention your company organization is growing for this manner. Okay. Year-on-year growth, ROI, you can mention the work culture. I go through on the Glassdoor on LinkedIn, people are writing very good. I want to be part of this organization. Why not? The growth, the kind of growth you are providing is amazing. That's why I want to be part. And the second, yeah, the startup, there are a lot of work. I'm learning new things, but the timing is not suitable for me. That's why I'm looking for to be associated or to be part of your organization.
Sure. Can I tell there is no work-life balance?
No. It's very negative.
Okay.
Say good and tell your problem.
Okay. But since
Right?
it is an Indian company, I cannot tell there are multiple ships or US ships.
No, they are working for the client, some other client. You
Okay.
can mention. They
Sure.
have the US clients, UK client, or something. You can mention they are not going to till the time the interviewer is not from that company.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Sometimes if they are asking, I came to know the company work culture, work environment is not good, you mention that's not true. Means company is growing, a startup is growing for a particular XYZ company, and whatever you heard, might be sound very negative, but sometimes you have to take a pause from the people. People never left the job because of the organization. They left the job because of the good or bad managers. So
Okay.
that's it. That you can mention. And
Sure.
I didn't like my manager, that's why I'm sitting. So you have to modify every time because you cannot follow anything particularly, right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'll go to Nitin then. And please lower your hands when I answer your questions, Parikshit and Nityashri. Nitin, good evening, Nitin.
So actually, my question is actually I'm working in a security system. So my
Your voice
question
is
is,
breaking, yeah, Nitin. Your voice is breaking.
am I audible, sir? Now? Am I audible?
Please ask. I'll try to answer if I understand the question.
Okay. My question is, it happens previously twice that interviewer asked me that please let me know about your clients. What type of clients or the client name actually they were asking for. Means they have asked me about your experience with the client name. So how to tackle such questions like whether should we disclose our client name or not?
If I'm not wrong, what I heard, because his voice is not that clear, right, guys? Nitin? So you were asking whether you disclose the name of the clients or not. Always mention it is a part of the NDA. NDA stands for non-disclosure agreement. I cannot mention the client name till the time I'm not on board with the company. That's simple. Very simple.
So actually, last interview, when interviewer asked me the same question, I replied that sorry, I'm not authorized to answer this question. So he on call he said, okay, then we will neglect you as a view for this position.
So you can mention what if I signed an NDA with you, and if I am in future I'm sitting for any other company's part of interview, and they are asking disclose the name of the client which you are having, will it be reasonable or justifiable? You can question them. It's not, no one is stopping you.
Okay.
Kaustav, you are there. Now I'll take your question, Kaustav. Kaustav is not there.
Hello. Yes, yes.
Kaustav. Yeah.
Sir, my problem is that I have 3 years gap due to some medical problem. I can share you that recently only 4 months I have my kidney transplant, and before previously 2 years I was on the dialysis. तो अभी हम लोग इंटरव्यू करेंगे तो वो क्या करने का मतलब वो कंसीडर करेंगे क्या?
बिल्कुल करेंगे. They'll consider. Because medical emergency, you mentioned that because of this, your kidney or whatever. Sorry to hear that. First thing was you just mentioned because you were suffering with this illness and now you recovered. That's why you are start applying and you completed this course. Now looking forward. No worries. All the companies take care and they always value that medical situations.
Because I have to, because previously I was at a bank job, Axis Bank marketing job. So now the doctor has advised me to मतलब जॉब ऐसे करो कि जिसमें कुछ टेंशन, there will be no tension, no targets or relaxation, because you have a medicine and everything. So I am also.
Then become yoga teacher. On a lighter note, I mentioned this thing.
Yes, sir.
Then become yoga teacher, yoga instructor. Because in private organizations, there are, even in today's world, in the government sector or private sector, there are a lot of competition. And you are saying the pressure in do a job in particular domain where the pressure is less. It's very difficult to find.
है पर वो वैसा वाला नहीं है जैसे because I have handled a lot of pressure, marketing pressure and everything, so I know it. Just
means that kind of pressure means that totally varies. It totally depends on your interest, your background, from which background you are coming, in which domain you are completing your MBA. It totally depends on that. That's not an issue. Sure? Okay, Kaustav, thank you. Then I'll take the questions from the chat. 1 second, I'll answer. Venkat, Satya. Sunil.
It's Sunil, sir.
Okay. Okay, Sunil, please ask.
Sir, I have this hypothetical situation. If the interviewer asks this particular question, you have done your MBA in distance mode. Why should we hire you? We might as well hire a student who has done MBA in the normal or regular mode. So how can I answer this question?
Hypothetically, I'll tell you. Hypothetically, you ask. Hypothetically, I'll answer.
Yeah.
Because suppose I was doing the distance and I am working, I can mention that I was working, even I am learning, enhancing my skills. Rather than to upgrade my CTC, you can mention, right? Because during the weekdays I am working and the weekends I am taking the classes. I completed my MBA in this particular percentage and sitting, I enhanced my skills. Now it's up to you. Or in between, you can mention that I was doing this kind of projects or internship, which suits your profile.
Okay, sir.
Sure?
Sure, sir.
Hypothetical question, hypothetical answer.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, Mridul Smita.
So can you please repeat that answer again for the distance learning?
Pardon? Rupali, you asked something.
Can you please repeat that answer
Which answer?
about distance learning mode?
Distance learning, I was saying I was working during that point of time, 2 years or 3 years, whatever, 1 year. And I'm trying to enhance my skills. And now I completed this distance MBA with flying colors, sitting in front of you. Whether I'm a suitable candidate or not, it's up to you. Or you can mention I was doing this project or internship because it's related to my field. Suppose I'm doing PGDM in operations and I am working with Tata Motors. So you can mention, you can relate. Hypothetically, I forgot the name he asked. So hypothetically, I'm giving the answer. How you are going to answer that. That's why all those 20 points. If you jot down everything, you come to know how you are going to handle all the situations.
Okay.
Mansi?
Yeah, thank you for giving me an opportunity here. So I would like to ask a question. So basically right now I'm working with a Dubai firm from India only. And now I'm giving some interviews also side by side. Basically Dubai people are, they are calling me to Dubai to live in, but I know the expenses of Dubai and I'm not getting that much salary. So I would be like surviving over there. So I'm giving some of the interviews in India itself. So people from Indian recruiters, they are asking me this question: why you are not going abroad? You are getting such a good opportunity you have. Why you are not shifting over there? Why you are like searching for another job? So what would be like an appropriate answer for this?
Again, a situational based question and the answer. What would I answer? Because I have my priorities. I cannot leave my family behind. That's why.
No, I don't have.
That's why I'm saying. That's what. If someone is going to ask, because I'm the only son, I'm taking care of my parents. They are really old and they don't want to come to anywhere else. They don't want to leave their country. They love their motherland, and I'm taking care of them. It's nothing wrong.
Okay, so will they be accepting it like
Obviously,
in a negative way or a positive way?
Obviously, it's a very positive thing that you are taking care of family, and the way you are going to take care of your employees in the organization and take care of the organization, and you think then this organization belongs to you. Sense of belongingness.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yes, Mayank. There are a lot of questions. I'm seeing the hands continuously growing. Mayank, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, I want to ask you, which all companies are going to come or like that? Can you tell us a few?
That is not the right forum and the podium to answer that question, ma'am. I'll get back to you, and Mahzameen ma'am, she'll get back to you. That's not an issue.
Mayank, don't worry about this. See, about the placement, you will get all the informations from placement team. Don't worry about it.
Ma'am, actually, we are all from the distance learning, and it's very hard to connect from the campus. That's why we are also worried about that.
No,
we are doing this courses. That's why.
A placement ID to every student, so don't worry about it. We have a placement ID, so whatever the questions you have, you can raise the ticket. I hope you are aware about the tools which we have already given to you. So in that tool, you can mention your queries and you can raise the ticket. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this is
okay, ma'am.
So you
Thank
can
you, ma'am.
whatever.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank you.
please. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Akshita.
Good evening, sir. Thank
Very
you
good
for
evening.
the session. My question is like, what are the aspects we should consider while stating our weaknesses?
Sorry?
Like the interviewer asked about our strengths and our weaknesses, right?
So no need not to mention about the weaknesses. If suppose I can give my example rather than I'll give anyone's example. I have a lot of weaknesses. How many or from where should I start? But what strengths I'm carrying? Let me tell you. Point 1, this is strength. Point 2, this is strength. Point 3, this is strength. That's it.
Okay.
Convert that question into a positive note. They are
But
checking your thinking process. It's very
like
simple.
I have researched about the questions which are like mostly asked in the interview. So we can also like maybe in near future might go through this question like Akshita, tell me your weakness and how you are like working on it.
So Akshita, I answered. I have many weaknesses. Well, from where should I start? Even I am not worried. That's why I'm sitting in front of you. You have to check. Go through, check my personality, but I can mention what strengths I'm carrying, why I'm suitable candidate. First one, I have the leadership quality. Second thing, I am ready to take the challenges when it comes front of means during jobs front. I take the challenges, I innovate things. Third, anything means try to close the things in a manner which is near to perfection. No one can be perfect, but I'll try.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can answer.
Thank you so much.
No worries, Akshita, because every time try to see every individual. If you are asking based on your perception, it's very difficult to answer. Till the time you don't jot down the questions, you don't write the answers, you will not find the solution. Form the group among yourself, 3 to 4 people, start speaking, start taking the interviews, update yourself into current affairs.
Okay.
That's how it is going to do. Sure.
Yeah, that was the only concern, because what happens is if in near future I state my weakness, and if they are not satisfied with my thing, like the thing that I'm not yet working on it, so might be the a reason why I can be rejected.
No, that's why I mentioned, don't talk about your weaknesses, talk about your strengths. If they are asking, and you can mention, if someone HR is asking or the interviewer is asking, tell me about your strengths. You're during that point of time, thank you so much for asking that question. I have these many strengths. I cannot talk about my weaknesses because I have so many. From where should I start? From where should I? Because every individual, they have their own weaknesses and their strengths. You have to put it in a manner which sounds very positive. And how you're going to do it, till the time you don't adhere or don't follow those 20 points, you cannot mention that thing.
Okay. And even so in an interview, it's important our personality, or how our grooming standards are also being pointed in our interview.
That's why I mentioned dress properly, sit properly, how you have to sit. You have to check all those points. There are a lot of things. Grooming, because during such short notice, I cannot tell you how to groom yourself, how you're going to sit, how you're going to enter, how in the which what is your sitting position? That is something else which you have to learn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir. That's it for today. Thank you.
Okay. Now people start leaving. Okay.
Majabin, hello. Hello.
Yes.
Majabin, would we be getting a certificate for attending this particular sessions?
Surely, what we will do, actually, we have to discuss regarding this, and surely you will get. I mean, I have to discuss with my seniors. And,
Yeah, just make sure that we would be
Akshita,
getting.
just one thing, because till the time people are raised their hand, let me take the questions. Till the time, please mute yourself. Thank you.
Fine.
And guys,
Yeah.
please for attendance.
So from where we can get the recordings of this session?
As we already informed you, like we are on a daily basis, we are sending a link. So don't worry about it. Students who have already missed out, a few sessions, so they will be getting link. And in this app, My Coach app, I hope there is, sessions already there uploaded. So you can, have some link as well as, sessions which actually they are in My Coach app. So if you are not able to open that link, I'll be sending, a link to you.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Sarmat Jia.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Thank you. I'm
Little
very
bit
well.
thirsty. Let me take a water. I'll drink water. Yes, please feel free to ask.
Sir, actually, I need to ask a question. I have a complex situation at hand. I have almost 12 years of experience with me, and I tried as something on my own. I mean, I was into entrepreneurship. I tried that, and while I was starting my business, I had some medical issue, and that thing went into loss, and I have to leave that. And after that, I went to Gulf. I got an opportunity to work in Saudi Arabia. And at the moment I went to Saudi Arabia, this COVID thing struck. So,
okay.
And I was in Saudi for more than 1.5 years. And that time I had very bad COVID. My health took a very bad beating. And some things happened in my family also, and now I'm back here to India because my company has lost the contract and they're not calling me back. They send me on leave. For the last 4 or 5 months, they don't have a position, so I'm in a dilemma. Like I'm going for an interview now. So what should I mention to the company that last 2-3 years it has been total roller coaster ride for me. I know what personally happened with me, but how to explain this to somebody who is going to interview me or somebody who's going to hire me?
See, March 2020, every company even companies rather than a few good startups, they lost it completely. They shut down their shutter.
Yeah,
so you can mention during the COVID situation was very worst. I was taking care because of some family emergency. First of all, sorry to hear that. That you're not going back and something happened in your family, that you have to prepare an answer because it's your situation. I'm not the right person to tell you.
My query is that I think,
and you can mention also this thing during the COVID when it started. Company just locked down, means they shut down their business, and I lost my job. Company knew this thing, that many people. I'll tell you the company which is better, BETTER, and they laid off some 100 plus or some 1,000 plus people around the US. Some Indian CEO, I forgot the name. It's
that story was all over the media.
Yes, all over the media, and the behavior was criticized. So it's not like that. You cannot mention it clearly.
It's not a totally negative aspect of my job.
Negative aspect. Why it's negative aspect? Yeah, so many people lost their job. So many people. Senior folks, they lost their job. Right? And how you supported during that point of time, you have to mention how you're going to make it very positive from that conversation. That's the only thing. Think in a positive manner. Don't complain.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Sharan Gowda. Sharna Gowda, if I'm not wrong.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Mridusmita.
Yes, sir. You called my name, but I didn't got a chance to ask you this question.
You asked something, no? If I'm not wrong, you
No,
mentioned
no.
that you
Actually,
repeat.
Rupali.
Okay.
Yeah, Rupali.
Yeah,
took the-
Mridusmita, ask your
Okay.
question quickly.
Sir, actually, I'm a BBA LLB graduate, and I took the distance from MIT SD for PGTM in HR. So my major in BBA was HR, but I have faced this question many times. Whenever I go to interview, the interviewer asks me that you have took the LLB also, so why not go for litigations and come this? No matter how much reasonable answer I gave, that I want to join the corporate sector as an HR also, but LLB was just an additional course to my education. So what should I answer for this question? Means they have literally asked me many times that why don't you go for litigations? Means I have no interest in litigation. I have completely interest in this corporate sector, but I face this question. So how do I make them understand that I have interest in this and not that?
Sorry, you are looking a job in HR field.
Yes, because my major in BBA was HR.
Okay. And now you are
And
facing that people
I
are
also did
saying
a
why you are not
postgraduate
opting.
diploma on.
Because I didn't get the question perfectly. Can you repeat one more
Yes.
time?
So whenever I go for interviews, the interviewer asks me that you have taken LLB also. But my course was 5-year integrated course. It's a BBA LLB course. So my major was on BBA. LLB was just an additional course that I took. And when I was taking the course, I saw that it was there was many options in corporate sector for an BBA LLB student. But when I got up in the field, I faced the questions that why don't you opt for litigations? Means you have taken LLB. Why don't you go for advocacy and all? But actually, I am not interested in advocacy.
You
So
mentioned my interest is into, because my interest now, let me tell you. You major into BBHR. Now you studied law as well. Now, so you can talk about the work ethics, the laws which is inculcated in the companies. So you mentioned my interest in BBA HR, but why I studied, I opt for the law because I want to understand how companies are going and what are the provisions and laws are there for employees as well as for the people who have the stake. You can try to modify that answer. Think in that direction. That is some thought process which I came, because there are a lot of laws for the companies and for the employees, right? They have to follow.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you can mention like these are the laws which I, some means article wise, you are the right person to mention how you are going to mention. But you mention, at least I want to understand what is happening in the organization level, how employees and the companies, something goes wrong, how people can take a stand, they take a firm stand. So you can mention in that manner. And you can clearly mention that BBA, in my interest in HR, law, because I studied these many things. That's not an issue. Just tell it quickly. Okay, so Santosh Gole.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your...
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, current my experience in 16 years in same company.
Wow.
Company not change. So
okay.
how I explain to in interview why not I am changing job.
In which field?
Past 6 design.
Design as a?
Design. This time I am a design engineer.
Design engineer into which field? Like you are a UX designer, you are an
नहीं,
interior designer, or
tool
CAD
tool
CAM?
tool design
Tool design.
CAD
CAD
CAM.
CAM?
हाँ
That
हाँ
is the way. That is the way you ask. Now, Santosh, first thing first, to all of you, try to improve on your communication skills. First thing, it is very important, right? Is there any problem? Is there anything? Because English is the language which they are going to conduct your interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Santosh, you were asking that you are not able to switch the job.
No, I will switch the job,
Mm-hmm.
but why I explain the change? Why not change company?
It's very good question, Santosh. Like you are just spent 16 years in an organization. First thing, you are a dedicated employee. Now you know in and out about the company. You got very good exposure with the company. Now it's the time to explore another, to explore another organization.
But
What
sir,
kind
next
of culture they are carrying? At least what kind of growth you are carrying? Now it's a time for a change. Everyone required a change. And no one, even the interviewer who is taking your interview, he is not with the company since starting.
okay, but sir, next question is why this time you change this company? From interviewer.
So what? So what's wrong in that question? Means you can answer. That's my choice. Now I think now time to make a move. I am looking for a leadership position now.
Yes.
That's why I am sitting. Everyone wants to explore. Everyone wants good exposure. Am I not allowed?
Yes.
So don't worry, they want to check. You have to note it down. Again, I'm saying, because the situational, these are the questions which you are asking, it's very personal. Right? For
Yes,
this
sir.
thing, we have to do the brainstorming. We have to sit, we have to make the questions, then we have to find the solutions, we have to note it down. Number 1 solution, number 2 solution, number 3 solution, number 5, I like that, number 10 means 10 solutions. Out of that, we have to combine again. Then we have to find, okay, these are the 3 solutions. Again, you have to combine, okay, this is the best answer which I have got for this particular question. Till the time you don't say, till the time you don't question yourself, again, I'm saying, all those answers will be there if you form a group. These are very situational and personal questions, which someone like me or someone like you, anyone cannot answer. It's only situational based. Situation, whose situation? It's Santosh's situation.
Yes, sir.
Right? How is it possible for me that give you the conclusive answer here? It's not possible from my side. I have to list it down everything. Then I come on a decision, okay, this is the best thing. Now this is the best answer which I can make. But again, मैं आपसे ये बोलूंगा, रटना नहीं है. जो situation है, उसके हिसाब से आपको आंसर करना है.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, someone is Oppo A54.
Hi, sir. This is Vijay. Calling from Gujarat. Sir, my question is, I was working in HR in overseas, and now I have completed my MBA, PGDBA. So MIT. So in marketing field, and previously I was working as in the HR department as a travel coordinator. So is there any trouble to switch my position into new field like in marketing, or company will easily accept
from HR, because there is so much background noise is coming. Sunil, can you mute yourself? Sorry, Sunil. There was so much background noise. I have to mute yourself. Right, guys? So, Sunil, if you are switching your career from HR to marketing, you will face little bit problem. Sunil, my request, please don't unmute yourself. Please don't unmute because there are a lot of background noise. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Switching domain from particular one field to another field is difficult. It's difficult, but it's not next to impossible. Because if while you are pursuing this course, you completed some kind of internship, some kind of project, then you have to convince. And always in an interview, it's very simple. During the interview, it's always depends on you. How good you are, means selling yourself. It's very simple. If you are not able to sell yourself, no one will hire you. No, don't worry. It is going to be a difficult path for you. It's not going to be very rosy code ahead. It's cumbersome, but mark my word, you'll get your job once you put all of your efforts with 100% dedication. No one will stop you. Rajiv? Rajiv Kumar Behra?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I would like to know that after graduation, I have joined in industrial sector. After 2 and 3 years gap, then I took the admission in PGDM in finance. My question is that if the interviewer asking me why should choose the PGDM in finance, so what will be my answer?
Again, the same question, because I think I already answered this question, Rajiv. It totally depends how you're going to answer. You have to jot it down. Again, I am saying, till the time you don't note it down, what is your question, what can be the possible solution. Again, it's a situational based from Rajiv's side, point of side, from your side, Rajiv. You have to mention it. You have to note it down. You have to think the answers, particular answers, possible solutions. Then out of that, you have to combine. That's the same thing. And my request, guys, if you are carrying some gap, I think 4 or 5 times I answered. So my request, please ask something else now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Diksha?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
So my question is, how can I introduce myself in an interview in no experience, sir?
No worries. So what happened? That it again, you have to prepare yourself. As I mentioned,
Like, diplomatic way in.
Diplomatic way, because I don't know about Diksha. How can I mention what is your background, what is your CV, what have you done till now? For that thing, I need proper information before I answer that question. Till the time I don't know about Diksha's background, I cannot answer.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Maruti. Maruti Vaskar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir, and thanks for nice information, sir. My situation is same as Gore sir situation. I have experience about around 18 years in manufacturing industry. Some common questions are asking why leaving the company. Then can I ask to for better improvement or better salary package?
As I mentioned, someone I think asked 16 years experience. Someone asked.
Mr. Gore sir.
So I answered. It totally depends. Santosh, I think Santosh was asked the same question, Maruti. So it totally depends on your answer. How can I answer this question? Means it totally depends. Again, I am saying it totally depends. Exposure, growth, leadership position, culture. Now someone took over, the kind of transition, you are not well versed. So that's why you're looking for the different domain, different company. There are lot of answers based on the company background, based on your background, based on your knowledge. Means it's every individual have all the individual answers. Kshitij is not the right person. Kshitij guided you. How you are going to prepare yourself, right?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Because now suppose I'm getting 12 years of experience. If I have to sit for an interview, they are asking why you are switching. Because now I'm looking for another exposure. I'm looking for, because I came to know about your company, growth, everything, and that's why I'm here. My friend referred that you should apply in this company. The kind of culture is amazing, and you will not leave this organization. That would be very simple answer from my side. It is my choice how I'm going to represent myself, how I'm going to manipulate the answer. It always situational based. Some situation, some another answer. You cannot follow every answer every time. Mayank, I think I answered, Mayank.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so some questions they ask in the chat as well. I'll take chat.
Means, sir, hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me, sir? So it means, sir, for that situation, there is no standard answer. It depends on the situation.
Obviously,
And we
it
have
always
to manipulate the answer.
Yes,
Correct.
I think Dinesh is speaking always.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You have to. You cannot means whatever points I mentioned. My sincere request once again. Go through the recording, check the PPT, all the points. If you note it down, you always try to find some 2-3 answers for particular situation, particular question. Till the time, how many of you did this exercise? That what is the question? What are the possible solutions? Anyone here that did it? No one. That's why you are facing this question again and again, same question. That have the gap or carrying experience into particular company 10, 16 or 15 years, now want to switch. It's a very positive sign because you are a very dedicated employee and want to switch. Company will hire you, any company will hire you.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, good evening, sir. This is Prasanjit. And I have a question like, so I was completed my BCom in 2014. And since then, I was working as a customer care executive for 2 years. And after that, I have shifted my role to accounts receivable from last 4 years. Now my question is, I have completed my PGDM. So I have a 6 years experience and I have qualification as well. So now I want to switch, and how much I can expect. Like suppose someone having BCom experience is getting 3 to 3.5 lakhs. Now he has upgraded his qualification, and how much he can expect now in his next interview. Since it's a PGDM, that's why I asked you, sir.
See, it is the last phase. The company, all the companies will ask this question to you. What is your expectation when you are almost finalized, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Then what is the standard right now? 30%. Or this is my expectation. I am carrying this as per the market standard. If you 6 years multiplied by 1.5, my CTC is this. I am expecting this much. What best you can do for me? That is all the negotiation skills, which is, this is not the interview preparation. You are going into the negotiation skills. I'm just giving you the examples. I gave you the session, conducted the session for the interview preparation. Negotiation always one-on-one, individual. Someone are happy to switch their jobs on the same CTC, right? During COVID, people lost their jobs. If they are carrying, getting X amount, they started their career after 6 months because they lost their job X by 2, means on the 50% reduction. It also happened. And few companies in few sectors, people got 5 times hike as well. It all totally depends. Situation, negotiation, which totally depends on you.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Dinesh is here.
actually, I can't say it is as a question. I just want to have your point of view here. We have seen that working in a company for so long time, say for 10, 15 years, they could employees are trustful, then only they are working there. But employer is not giving them so much hike in their package yearly wise. And we have seen that if some people quit from that company and again join that company after some times, and they can get more hike. What is this type of policy of company? The company, the employees which are loyal to them, they are getting less benefits, and who are switching and going other to other, they are getting more benefits.
Welcome to the world of Indian industry. I don't want to comment on that. Sorry, this is not right from my end to comment on that. I cannot comment on that, Dinesh.
Understand,
so, you know, you knew already. You know the answer. So that's why it's wrong to comment on any company or Indian companies, but I answer in a very simple and sweet term.
Thank you, sir. No issue.
Yes. So guys, that is from my side. Thank you so much. I hope you liked the session. If I'm not able to answer your questions, write to Mahjabeen ma'am and she'll get back to me. I'll try to answer. Not an issue.
Thank you, Steve, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I hope that you like the situation. Sorry, I hope that you like the session. If not, please do let me know right away.
It was excellent. It was excellent.
Excellent session, sir.
It was very nice.
And sir, I became your big fan also. You are very polite person.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Srikanth. Thank you, everyone. That you have liked. Maruti, you are saying something on mute?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Good night.